3 hours. That's all it takes to change everything. Not 10, not 12, just 3 hours of pure, undistracted, intentional work each day. Those hours are your leverage. They're the difference between reacting to life and directing it. Most people spend their days scattered, answering messages, scrolling feeds, juggling small fires. They mistake activity for progress. But deep down, they know they're not really moving forward. The deep work routine is your way out. It's how you reclaim focus, rebuild depth, and protect the hours that matter most. 1. The myth of more time. We tell ourselves, if I just had more time, I'd finally do the things that matter. But here's the truth. You don't need more time. You need more attention. Even with 24 hours, most of us only live about 2 of them. The rest gets stolen by distraction. The real power isn't in adding hours. It's in defending the best ones. Your life won't change when you find time. It changes when you protect it. 2. The 3-hour rule. Every day, protect one sacred block of 3 hours. That's your fortress time. No meetings, no notifications, no multitasking. It's the space where your deepest thinking, creation, and clarity live. For some, that's 6 to 9 a.m. before the world wakes up. For others, it's late at night when silence becomes your ally. What matters isn't the clock, it's the commitment. When you treat those hours like oxygen, everything else adjusts around them. Mini story. The proof. Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, wrote his best-selling books while working full-time as a professor. He didn't have endless hours. He had 3. 3 protected hours a day, no internet, no phone, no noise. Those hours built the foundation of his entire career. If he can create a legacy in 3 hours, you can transform your life in the same window. 3. The ritual before you begin. The best creators don't rely on motivation. They rely on ritual. Before your 3-hour block, create a routine that tells your brain it's focus time. Maybe it's brewing a cup of coffee, turning on the same playlist, lighting a candle, writing your top goal on a sticky note. This ritual becomes your on switch. After a few days, your brain starts recognizing it. You won't have to force yourself into deep work, you'll fall into it. That's the beauty of discipline. It turns focus into muscle memory. 4. Design your environment. Your brain follows your environment, so build one that whispers clarity. Start with these: 1 desk, 1 chair, 1 purpose. Keep it clean, remove distractions. Put your phone out of sight, or better, out of reach. Set a boundary. Headphones on equals do not disturb. When you sit in that space, your mind should know, this is where I go deep. Make it sacred. Make it yours. 5. The golden hours. In deep work, not all hours are equal. The first 15 minutes are friction. The next 45 are flow. The next 90, that's where breakthroughs live. Your goal isn't to make every second perfect. It's to stay long enough for your brain to cross the threshold from effort into immersion. That's where time disappears, where you forget the clock and only the work remains. 6. Guard your focus like a fortress. Here's the hard part. The world will try to steal your attention. Emails, messages, alerts, they'll all demand your energy. But every distraction you entertain is a decision to delay your future. So build defenses. Silence every notification. Use website blockers. Tell people you're off-grid during your deep hours. And most importantly, protect the entry point. Once you start scrolling, it's over. So don't start. Focus is freedom, but only if you defend it. 7. Transition out gracefully. When your 3-hour block ends, stop. Step away, even if you're in the middle of flow. Stopping while you still have energy builds anticipation. It makes your mind eager to return tomorrow. Write 1 quick line before you leave. Tomorrow, I'll start here. That sentence saves you 20 minutes the next day and keeps your momentum alive. End your deep work the same way you began it, with intention. 8. The science behind it. Your brain has a limited reserve of deep focus energy, about 3 to 4 hours per day. Beyond that, fatigue wins. So instead of stretching your attention thinner, compress it stronger. When you enter deep focus, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical behind motivation and reward. At the same time, your myelin, the insulation around your neurons, thickens, making focus easier next time. Deep work doesn't just produce results, it literally rewires your brain for mastery. Every day you focus deeply, you're training your mind like an athlete trains muscle. 9. The identity shift. Deep work isn't just a habit, it's who you're becoming. When you say, I'm someone who protects my 3 hours, you stop chasing balance and start building power. Those 3 hours become your daily dojo, your training ground for mastery. The rest of the day, it's maintenance. But those hours, that's where your legacy is built. You don't rise by doing more. You rise by doing meaningful work deeply. 10. Final words. Protect what matters. Your best work doesn't come from chaos. It comes from clarity. And clarity demands boundaries. The deep work routine isn't about working harder. It's about working truer. 3 hours a day. Every day. That's all you need to change the trajectory of your career, your business, your art, and your peace of mind. Distraction is easy. Depth is rare. Protect your hours, protect your purpose. If this message hit you, don't just save the video. Pick your 3 hours today. Set the timer, close the tabs. Start building the version of you that works with depth. Then come back in 7 days and tell me what changed. Because when you protect your hours start protecting your future.